Hey Scruffy, how you doing? Yeah, we're back to our usual time. You can see the days are starting to get shorter. Not as much sunlight. You hungry? So you got your super supper today. Some meaty pate and kibble, of course. Okay, so it looks like you're ready for food, so I'm going to open the door. You didn't rush the door today. Okay. Guess that means you're really hungry. You want to be fed soon, huh? That's okay with me. Okay, I'm going to walk past you so I can change the water. No ants today. They're probably all in the house. So my ants problem has returned again. Oh, you're moving. I haven't finished changing your water yet. Okay, so I'm gonna sit in the chair. Grab the glove. Okay, now you're meowing. Okay, there you go. Already want the cheek rub, huh? So yeah, your back looks messy again, so I think you got fleas still. So unfortunately, yeah, it looks like that flea pill probably didn't do much good. So, not sure what I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can do. So today was actually hotter than yesterday. So it was supposed to be about the same, but it actually got hotter. So I was more uncomfortable today because of the heat. So I woke up, I wouldn't say early, not really late either. But yeah, my stomach was bothering me when I woke up, so I'm still suffering from some queasiness from my food poisoning. So I checked the weather report this morning and saw, yeah, it's going to be hot. And I saw that the afternoon, evening really wasn't going to be cooling off. And once again, my best bet was running early, so I was supposed to run today. But because my stomach was bothering me in the morning, it took me a while to kind of get stabilized and feel better. And so by the time, and then I actually had stuff to do this morning as well. So by the time I got all the stuff out of the way and I was feeling stable enough to go for a run, it was already past 11. So that means my run goes well into noon and close to 1. But yeah, according to the weather report, that would still be cooler than running in the afternoon or evening. And there's still sunlight here, so cooler than right now. So the ambient temperature was not great, but it was okay. But yeah, the sun, had no clouds, so the sun was being really, really powerful today. And so the moment I stepped outside and started walking towards the park, I could already feel the sun blazing on my back. And I have, the sun protective shirt on. So, yeah, it was a pretty powerful sun today. think he heard something, I think. I don't know. I don't think he was reacting to the glove. So, yeah, I did my run, and it was hot and got hotter as the run went on. And so my performance, was pretty slow. So I think I blame the heat more than the food poisoning at this point. Yeah, the heat was really getting to me. I actually saw a couple other runners. Surprised they were out because it was so hot. Whoa, that was an interesting bite. He's really trying to get the whole thing in his mouth. And that one, he lifted up his legs and put his weight into my wrist. So yeah, there were two runners I kept crossing paths with because they were going the opposite direction. So but I finished. So, and yeah, this is, I think, the first time I've gone the full route since I've been sick. So, because I think the last long run I did, I actually cut it short by like a small amount, and then is that a meow? And then I had a interval run, which is a shorter run. So this is the first full long run I've done since I got sick. So I guess, yeah, I'm happy I finished. I noticed I have like a rash or something in the... Another meow. Oh. Does that mean you're hungry or you want more pets? It's getting close to time here, so I was going to get your food, but I don't know, you want more pets? So yeah, it's like on my waist, so I think my clothing's like rubbing it. So I think it was actually like a cut or something, not necessarily a rash. And so I think clothing's like irritating it, and it's like making it look kind of like a rash. So I gotta figure out how to bandage it or something so it doesn't keep getting rubbed raw. So yeah, it's kind of bothering me. Okay, I'm gonna get you your food, I think. Okay, ready for your food? Yeah. Yeah, got up and turned around instantly for that. So, Scruffy's fur's not as bad as yesterday. So now his fur's all short. It's funny because, yeah, the days are already getting shorter. So I guess we're past Or, well, I mean, technically we're still in summer, but yeah, getting closer to the end of summer. So I thought he would have shed his fur a lot sooner than now. Yeah, he looks like a skinny cat without all that winter fur. Okay, I think I'm done. So, oh, I saw the black cat that sits in the middle of the field at the park. So I actually passed him, I think three different times. So the first time he was out in the middle of the field, in the middle of the sun, I was kind of surprised he'd be out in the middle of the sun. Seems like you want to get shelter from the sun. Second time around, he was actually under the shade of a tree, so that made more sense, at least to me. And then the third and final time I saw him, it's really interesting. So he's in the middle of the field. Initially, he was looking at me, I think, actually. So he's looking towards me. But on his other side, on the street, which is actually pretty far away because he's in the dead center of the field, and so it's a pretty big field. So I guess he heard the street cleaner coming by, and so yeah, there was a big street cleaner, scrubbing the streets, and slowly coming down the street, and then suddenly the cat just gets up and bolts towards the street, and in front of the street cleaner. So he doesn't go exactly like in front of it, but he's like several houses down in front of it. So he basically bolts towards the houses on the other side of the street, and then bolts down the sidewalk, and then he goes down one of the side streets, and then I lose sight of him. And I get the sense that he probably saw the street cleaner and thought maybe the street cleaner was going to cut him off from his territory or his home base, or whatever he's afraid of not being able to get back to, and so he wanted to basically bolt off and make sure he gets there before the street cleaner does. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I wasn't sure exactly where he was going because he went down a side street. I couldn't see him. I thought he was going for a particular house on the corner because I'd seen him sit out on one house that he actually passed. He'd been sitting on the driveway, so I thought maybe he'd adopted that house as his home base or something, or maybe they feed him there. So I think I remember one day he was sitting there, and I think somebody was in the garage, and they were like using power tools or something, and the cat didn't seem bothered by it. So, but yeah. So I thought maybe the cat was heading for that house and was heading for the yard or something, but the cat actually just passed by that house and just kept going. So what else is going on? Oh yeah, I started looking for cat food again to order. So last time I ordered that big giant box that I'm using right now from Walmart, and I checked, and unfortunately they don't have any available. They're out of stock, at least for shipping. There is one at a store, at my closest Walmart store, but the closest Walmart store is actually pretty far from me. I'm not really that eager to drive over there just for the cat food. I'm trying to think of other things I need, but a lot of things I want I think I could get from Target. And actually I think they may not actually be at Walmart. So if they don't get more inventory soon, I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back and revert to the smaller, less variety pack that I got before this big giant pack. And I got that one from Target. And it doesn't have the smelly fish, so Scruffy's probably not going to like it as much. But if Walmart doesn't get more inventory available for shipping, then I think he's out of luck. But since the Target one's a much smaller case, I'm going to run out a lot sooner, so I'll give time for Walmart to get another stock in, I guess. Let's see what else. Yeah, so I need all sorts of weird kind of assortment type things, and so there's actually not just one store I need to order from, because no one store has like all the weird stuff I need. So on the weirdest list is I need a new remote control for my television. So I just found out a few days ago that my remote control is busted on the right side. So all the buttons on the right of the... I don't know why my camera's blurry, sorry. There you go. So, yeah, all of the buttons on the right side of the remote control are broken, except for the power button. But the volume controls on the right side of the remote control, and I use that, I think, probably as much as anything. So it's hiding under the table today, huh? So I haven't been using the television much. This is actually, I think, the first time I've used it in several months at least. I don't watch much television, and most of the stuff I watch now is like on YouTube or something, so I don't use the TV for that. But yeah, when I was cooking my soup, actually not cooking it, but when I was cutting up all the vegetables like over a week ago, that's when I was using the TV, so I thought I'd turn on something while I'm cutting vegetables for an hour and a half. And that's when I discovered that the remote doesn't work. And this is actually not the first remote that's gone bad. I had to buy a replacement once before, because I think, in that case, I think the power button actually wasn't working. I think everything else worked, but not the power button. And back then, yeah, my dad was using the TV all the time, so he needed it. So I found that I could basically just get a remote on eBay. So they're somewhere between, I think, $7 and $10. Not that bad, but kind of hope your remote control doesn't go bad. And I think there's definitely a design flaw in these if I had to get two of them. Two replacements. So originally the televisions that actually came, one of our friends worked in an electronics department, and he knew of a display model that they were trying to get rid of, and he knew, yeah, he was like the head of the department, so he knew that the display model was in really good condition, and he basically offered it to us. And so my dad really liked the idea of getting a bigger screen television than what we had before. I don't know if it qualifies as a big screen TV nowadays. They're really big now, and yeah, this television does not compete in that department. It's relatively small compared to what you can get now. But seeing as we don't even have cable, we use an antenna still, so not really discriminating. So anyway, yeah, so we got that, but yeah, and it worked. It still works. The TV's fine. It's just the remote control. Yeah, after a couple years, I guess, the power button was having problems. You really have to just push really hard and hold down on it for a long time. And it started becoming a nuisance where you just couldn't get it to turn off. And so finally I found out I could buy basically replacements on eBay. So I need to go back to eBay and buy another one. But I thought maybe it was because it was a display model and the remote was damaged, but no, I think it's just a design flaw. So, Scruffy want more pets, or is he going to take off? So he's not taking off. Okay, well I want to go in, so I'm going to put my hand down. It looked like he was going to bolt when I put my hand down, but I guess he's okay now. He's walking away from me. So yeah, I think he only wants a little bit of pets here. He's kind of avoiding my glove a little bit. He's getting a little closer now. Yeah, he seems really sensitive after dinner. So yeah, I don't want to go as long as last night, so I am hungry. So this is our normal dinner time, which is later than I've been doing like the past week. And I had an early run today, so yeah, I had a bunch of classes I had to, or didn't have to, but attended online. One of them was only available live, so that one I kind of did have to attend. They didn't have they don't do recordings. There was another one I got a recording of. So yeah, I kind of had a busy day. Just doing a lot of bookkeeping today. Spending so much time on the bookkeeping. It takes forever. So unfortunately, I got to find a new tax guy. So my tax guy, it's actually my dad's tax guy, which I also used. He just retired. So so I need a new tax guy for the next year. So it's been on my to-do list to start trying to find a new person, but really don't know how to go about finding a tax person. And then honestly, my taxes aren't that complicated, but I do a few weird things that most people don't do, and so I've heard, the kind of the weird things I do most tax people don't know about. So I've been on kind of my own. I actually learned how to do like some of the more esoteric things myself because my tax guy didn't know how to deal with it, and then asking around, and I learned that because I'm not the only one who does these weird things. They're not really weird, but they're just not really mainstream. So car, huh? And so most tax people don't know about these things, and the ones that do, probably for the ultra rich or people on a really specialty type things, and they can afford expensive tax people. Where I'm just kind of doing tiny things, and so I can't afford those, or can't afford and can't justify paying a expensive tax person because it costs me more than my probably what I owe in taxes. And then my business, so it's basically a sole proprietor type business, but there's enough local laws that my tax guy said, I don't do the business stuff. You should either do it yourself or find a business specialty. And since my business was pretty simple, it was basically just doing it myself. But if I have to find a new tax person, maybe I'll try to find somebody who can also handle the business part too. Not that there's much of my business left. I think the big thing that's probably coming is how to shut down my business. So what paperwork to file and make sure that they don't try to keep taxing me even after my business is run to the ground out of business. Because one of the evil things they do with business taxes is even if you don't make any money, you're still liable for business taxes. So there's a minimum amount that you have to pay. So even if you don't make a dime, you still have to pay that. So mine comes out to, I think, pretty actually no, there are multiple ones, so you gotta, because we got multiple jurisdictions, so so it all adds up. And so since my business has basically been run into the ground thanks to stupid laws that they pass here, I think I'm gonna have to close it up. But they want me to keep it open so I can keep paying those minimum required taxes on it, even if I don't make a dime, even if I'm taking losses on it. Can't write the losses off either, because I'm still liable for that minimum amount. So completely evil. So anyway, Scruffy, I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. So you're starting to calm down. So I think you're about ready to call it a night too, I think. Okay, Scruffy, I think I'm going to stop there. Okay. So I think I'm just going to end it here and toss her water. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.